Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing Celebrity Pick a Card. We have Appetite. I know it sounds like appetite the way you would think with your stomach, but it's actually what this crystal or stone is called. And it's for motivation, clarity, learning, and goal planning. Then we have the blue lace agate, and then we have jade. Now, the blue lace is for calm, kindness, gentle communication, and the jade is harmony, luck, steady growth, long-term money habits, yada, yada, yada. So, you want to know which celebrities go where. Okay, so we have Johnny Depp here. That is another reading that is being highly requested. The blue agate or blue lace agate, which is going to be for Blackpink Ji-soo and her future spouse. Of course, they're all with future spouses. We're going to look into a few different things. And the last one is for Keanu Reeves and his Empress, that future spouse that's supposed to come in for him. So we're going to have a look at the first card, which is the Appetite and Johnny Depp. All right, you guys. So I will see you on the other side. Okay, this is Appetite is the crystal. This is for card 1, and this is for Johnny Depp, celebrity star, whatever you want to call him, and his future spouse. So we will be looking at just that. We will look at Johnny here and his future spouse here with the different cards. And we're going to look at the love that they have towards one another, and then we're going to look at what might be causing why they haven't come together. And this may be due to things that need to heal. So we're going to look at what needs to heal and then what doors are going to open once they do meet. So let's get started for Johnny Depp. Let's see what his current circumstances are at this time for him. All right, we got a twofer here. Knight of Swords and Ace of Cups. Now, it looks like there is some communication here that's going to be happening. If it already hasn't, it looks like with this communication, of course, I just want to put this out there. If you are communicating with anybody that's claiming to be a celebrity, get them to FaceTime. And if they don't FaceTime with you, then you are kind of aware that is a red flag that there's a reason why they're not doing that. And they're running and hiding and they're not going to show their face to you. So you have an idea, they're not going to show themselves, then they're most likely a scammer. Okay, so just saying, putting it out there, challenge them on that more than once and see what happens. If they run and hide, you know they're a scammer. And especially if they're asking money or asking for information from you, scammer, hello. So just saying, anybody can get his picture and use it and pretend to be him. So just saying, okay? All right. Let's see, page 1. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Okay. Now, he's definitely in his thoughts. He's on the fence about something here. And with the hangman here, this is kind of pausing or reflecting on something or having some type of awareness. Maybe even a different perspective on something, or it could just be simply divine timing hanging in the wind here. So it is looking at about communicating with somebody that has that overflowing love that he's really excited about with the Page of Wands. So it's that adrenaline pumping kind of type of energy that he's feeling. So yet it's like maybe he has an awareness to this. It's almost like he's kind of pausing at this point or wonders if it's a good time to contact. Looks like he's going to try to reach out here. So let's just see what's showing up. Page of Cups. So whoever this is that he's reaching out to, or is going to, 10 of Cups. He's on the fence about a long term with this person. So interesting. Wanting to speak some loving words. Knight of Wands, wanting to take some bold action towards whoever it is he's looking at a potential, well, long term here. So let's just see what's showing up. Oh, all right, the world. Okay. So this maybe he's tying up loose ends here, completing out some cycles, um, to get where he needs to be to have this type of relationship. And I'm getting relationship. It's not just to be single, and there's relationship potential here, but kind of on the fence about that and on the fence about when is the right time to come in, which divine timing may be playing a role in this. Let's just see one more row and see what shows up. All right, the Chariot. This is definitely potentially um, coming in. A suitor seeing the person that he wants. He may be this, well, I guess he is the suitor, isn't he? Let's just see. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, definitely taking his time to get there. It's been a long time before he's come in, and this is potentially to make sure that maybe you're the right person. So let's just see. Wow, Queen of Wands. A lot of attraction, and a lot of very confident here. Likes the confidence, likes the whole thing about you in regards to how you are showing up. Maybe you have a vision for your life. Maybe you have certain things you're doing to get to that best life. It looks like you are, I want to say, trying to get to your best life. I feel like that's where you're at. You're showing up very attractive and confident within yourself, very determined and optimistic and fiery. That's this for you. What is on the bottom of the deck? Eight of Pentacles. Working towards this. So he may be on doing something that's classed as work for him. Maybe a movie, could be, I don't know, doing whatever. Is he in a band too? I can't. No, he likes. Well, I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he does do music. I don't know. I know he's got a lot of musical friends, but I'm not sure he's like Keanu that way and is actually in a band. But I might be wrong on that. I don't know. I don't look up on these stars online. So wow, King of Cups is showing up for the Empress. Let's see if she shows up here. Definitely is seeing maybe a change in Johnny in the way of that emotionally available type of energy. 10 of Cups. I think that's cups. I have to look with my glasses. Coins. Okay, sorry, coins. I thought it was cups, but it's coins, but that makes sense. Um, so 10 of Pentacles. So this is, wow, looking at generational wealth, looking at maybe inheritance or property. Maybe it's just an emotional harmony he's looking for, or that she's looking to have with him. The star is well aware that he is a star. So knows who he is as maybe seen movies and whatnot. So it's not like totally unaware of who he is. Let's just keep going. I mean, this is public recognition. This could be that you are, I'm almost getting like generational wealth, but also generational confidence. I don't know why I'm getting like confidence like that. You have to be emotionally available and confident in yourself to be publicly known, like to put yourself out there. So let's just see what else shows up here. Strength, like the horse. All right, so definitely a lot of courage here for the Empress. Now, it may even be guided in with the star. There's definitely with that star some type of promise or having faith that this is coming. And maybe has her own money. Could be, or just that he has his own money, that he's a star. This is her perspective of Johnny coming in. Maybe willing him to have that. Wow. The strength. Maybe even foresees this with the high priestess. Following the intuition here. Let's just see the world. Also getting on the right path, tying up those cycles, maybe is sensing that is what he's doing. I mean, if you look at this, the world is here and it's like the Empress is already knowing that he's opening up emotionally, knows that he's been working on his generational wealth or whatever, that he's famous, that he's got the courage, already knows all these things about him, and that he's tying up those loose ends and is looking for that 10 of cups like crazy. Like, this is so awesome. All right, justice. Okay. So this is about doing the right thing. So it's almost like being at the right place at the right time. And it's almost like knowing that that's what's going to happen. 10 of Cups. Oh my God, I can't make it up. Wow. So the 10 of Cups is showing in the upright position. So this is knowing that he is doing that right thing. He's getting on the right path. He's coming towards her or going to reach out. Temperance, there is something they're meant to do together, and she's been waiting. It's like she knows this is coming and she's already foreseen it. She's got abilities here. What is on bottom of the deck? The moon. There is maybe uncertainty about when this is going to happen, and that is some type of divine timing. Really, I might be uncovering this, or there may be a little bit of fear here, wondering if it's an illusion, maybe. I don't know. There's something here that is the moon, that sacred moon. It's like uncovering a truth, and it hasn't been uncovered yet. So the timing may be that it's still up in the air, but definitely knowing all of the things that are happening and when this is going to occur, foreseeing it, knowing it, seeing how this is going to work. So interesting. So if I look at the first card that comes out with the Knight of Swords, if I was to base it off of that, Aquarius season of next year, perhaps. And the King of Cups. Just let me see here. Yeah, it's almost like what did I say? The Knight and the King. So that's like Knight of Swords. Yeah. So January, February, and then King of Cups is King of Cups is like February, March. So January, February, March. In those 3 months, that's crazy that because they're two different, they're not the same suits. So it's crazy that it all lines up like that. So this is possible to happen next year, coming up in 2027, which isn't too far from now. I mean, it's about 8 months or so, but I mean, it's kind of giving me a timeline here. Wow. Okay. Interesting enough. All right. Let's see if that rings true and see what else shows up on this. I just want to see if there's maybe it's going to tell me something different. Okay, we do have three. We have the sun in Pisces. So March. Pisces season is trying to think. February, March. Third month, sun sign, Pisces. This is when this is all doors are opening with the sun. And the sun, with the meaning of the sun, is about self, about all those doors opening. This is when this window is opening. Because with the sun, it's all paths are open. And when all paths are open, I feel like this is when this window opens in Pisces season of next year in the third month. So, and that's Pisces season. So that's February, March. So there you have it. Wow, it all kind of lines up here for me, the way it's showing up. So that really highlights when Johnny and the Empress are meant to meet. So it's giving you time to get your ducks in a row, um, for this meeting, doing what you need to do to get to your best life, to be at that point to meet him or get to wherever it is you're going for your best life to kind of live that lifestyle you're looking to have. So interesting. So exciting. I'm sure a lot of people are looking to have that. Of course, this is what's going on right now. So, of course, you have to remember that the reasons readings change is because with each decision that we make, the Empress could make a decision, Johnny could make a decision that may change the timeline on this at any time. I mean, it could be right up to almost meeting, and something could happen that brings his attention away from this. Do you know what I'm saying? So just know that right now, this is what it looks like. Okay. So just so you know that. All right. Let's have a look at how he feels about his Empress. He likes the fact that he can have that honest discussion, that honest communication. Definitely is willing to have a chance with this. Okay. Giving this chance to giving the benefit of the doubt. There's burning desire here and a perfect match. Wow, he's really seeing this as a really win-win type of energy. Wow, okay. There's definitely some physical, I want to say, physical magic between the two of you. Let's see. Spirit soul path. So definitely feeling like there's something here more than just a regular relationship. This is a much higher up level. It's not twin flame, it's not soulmate, it's a spiritual soul path. So it is a soulmate path, but it's that higher up, that divine love, reaching out. So definitely is waiting for this reaching out, expecting that call from him to come through eventually. Now, just know, like I said before, when I first started this, if he is going to be reaching out to you, just know that if he's not willing to do a FaceTime with you, then that's a red flag. Okay. So, and if he's asking for money or information from you, or even anything that, oh, boo hoo, I can't do this and I'm out of money, then that's not Johnny. Johnny's not going to ask you for money. Okay. He doesn't need to ask you. If anything, he's going to give you money. It's not going to be the other way around. Okay. So just saying. All right. And definitely your Empress here, she didn't show up as the Empress as of yet. We still can clarify. However, this looks pretty true to form here. I mean, you have abilities. You already see these things changing when these change for him. And at this point, things are looking at, I want somebody to have for the rest of my life. I want somebody that I can do life with, and a partner, right? So now let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Workplace romance. So looks like maybe you might be working with him, or there might be a chance that he might be able to have you in as maybe an extra on set, somebody in the background doing something, and not the main focus, but somebody in the background, right? And it might be that he meets you at your work. Maybe You meet him at his work. Maybe you end up being on the set for whatever reason and you meet. And maybe he gets you on the set, or maybe he comes to your work and whatever. Let's just see here. You may end up working together for a purpose. So let's just see what is holding this up and why this isn't, and why it's on the fence here. Let's see a couple cards here. Overwhelm grows when everything feels urgent. So that might be why he's pulling back a bit. Anything that's kind of pushing and he's not one of those people to he doesn't like confrontations too much. So I feel like with being overwhelmed and this urgency, uh, this might be why he's pulling back at this point. Let's see, it stopped working because you started evolving. So things change because as he evolves, things are going to be different for him. Um, and the way that it would normally go for him. So he may not even be able to recognize that he's evolving. Um, and whatever was working before may not do it anymore. Intensity means something real is emerging. So he may feel this intensity definitely because there's the Page of Wands here. There's that adrenaline rush. There's that excitement to explore whatever this is that he's looking to explore when it comes to this love connection. He's definitely becoming that emotionally available person. So he may be doing work while he is on his own. He is working on, it could be his craft in it. That could be anything from artwork to however. He's definitely somebody that does tarot. So he definitely likes that tarot. Um, Doing his own tarot cards and stuff. So the Empress, exhausted, exposed, the version of you that wasn't pretending. And this may be this uncertainty unfolding here of being authentic, is kind of what I'm getting. Let's see. Denial delays it, never protects. Okay, so being in denial about who you really are. I mean, needing to be on both sides of the fence here when it comes to who you are, that shadow side and the light side of yourself, and being good with who you are, and being able to reel it in when you need to, and, taming the beast, essentially, right? So let's see. Maybe there is some. Um, I'm almost getting like maybe there was anxiety for you at one point, but I don't feel like there's anxiety there anymore. Maybe comes once in a while, but not like it used to. And I feel like there's some kind of there may have been denial about something. There seems to be a doubt here, though. Is this really real? Is this an illusion? Am I just kidding myself? Some type of doubt. That wasn't love, it was reliance. So you may be looking back, Empress, back on your life um, in this, and it's almost like what that wasn't real love. And I mean, if somebody's going to treat you poorly or and do nasty things to you, and it's almost almost on the borderline of evil, then I mean, that's not your person, right? Your person's not going to do that to you. So let's just see what's going on here. Settling always breeds resentment. So as you two have come before you come together, there has been some settling issues that you maybe, and it looks like for Johnny, that may be true. And for there's always been lessons behind settling. And it's like this time, it looks like I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to make sure that's real. I want to make sure this is my person. I want to see into this person's life of what potential I may have here for getting on this path with this person. So it's almost like this uncertainty has to definitely stop. We will look at these two cards and see what's going on. I will clarify that. So, and let's see what doors are going to open with this potential for Johnny. What doors will open for him once he figures out what he's doing here? Um, this intensity, of course, he doesn't like confrontation, so anything that's kind of intense may bring on. Is it him that had the anxiety? It could have been. And I mean, that might be why art was brought into his life, or where he went when things got bad in his world when he was a kid, even, brought that of getting into artwork as a form of releasing the things that weren't so pretty in his life. You know what I mean? So, and then things that are he's realizing that things aren't going to work for him depending on what he was doing before to what he's doing now. It's not working anymore, and it's realizing that he has evolved. And then this overwhelming, this intensity and overwhelming, and then of course settling. And I feel like for him, he's looking for somebody to be loyal and faithful, and somebody that can be true. And it's almost like has to have the smarts to go with it. Somebody that can carry a conversation with him and keep going in that conversation where there's no awkward silence, where you don't feel like you have to speak, and it's comfortable and there's no problems, with that. And he's looking for something very specific, is what I'm getting with this. There is a mystery here. There's a secret, an unknown, and this may be about a timeline. But we kind of uncovered that, and hopefully that won't change. Let's just see here. It always just seems to be just out of reach. Oh, I'm talking about change. There is change right there, the door to change. So, whatever secret or unknown, it's things are starting to transform and evolve, and it looks like the evolving has already started here. So things are going to change once he has evolved here. I feel like there's some type of suspense, and that's going to kick in when he sees you. He's going to want to reach out to you. He's going to want to know who you are, and you're not going to leave his mind until he does. It's almost like you're I don't want to say it like that. Not a virus, okay, that you can't get rid of, but it's sort of like that with you, where you have no choice in the matter of it. It's there, and it's not in your control. It's what the heart wants, is what it wants, and it's not changing. It's not going to be able to change your mind about how you feel about that person when you see them. And look at that, door to joy. I love this because I feel like whatever mystery they may find in you, you may be very mysterious, and maybe you're not starstruck. I feel like you already have this knowing. You're preparing for this meeting. You're preparing for all these things. You're already preparing for what you're meant to do here. And you do have some type of mission you're meant to accomplish with one another, whether it's through work or otherwise. And I feel like this is that, with that settling, and what you really want is over here. And I feel like when he does see you or knows who you are, I feel like that is when everything will change. There will never be any more settling for either one of you. Let's see about your doors. Oh, discovery. Look at that. Mystery and then discovering. I love this because you're uncovering the mystery here. Um, and it kind of goes hand in hand with one another here. So, and then we have hope. I love that because you definitely are optimistic. You have faith. You have that belief. You have that encouragement and that reassurance that he might be needing. So, and I feel like you may need that just as much. So let's just see here. And patience. You're learning patience. Once this all comes together, you'll be able to walk through these doors, and that waiting will have stopped. Okay. And it's just all about that strength, the courage coming through on this. He will find his courage, and so will you, to be able to come together. The doubts will cease. And I feel like once he's done working and worked up his courage to come through, he will. Let's just have a quick look at some of these cards. Let's see about this Eight of Pentacles. What is it that you need to work on? Is it the settling? Is it these here? Okay, yes, definitely. I feel like he's going to, whatever he is dissatisfied about, he's going to dump out the cups. He's not going to go there. He's looking for the one. Okay, there's the strength though. So he's getting courage and manifesting what he really wants. So whatever came to him before, he may have felt that was a blessing, and it ended up being maybe a lot of dissatisfaction. So he's not seeing what he's looking for when it comes to the people he's encountered in his life. This is very interesting because it's really big for me right now. So I'm getting, okay. Wow. You already know you are using your intuition like crazy. You are single, or you will be when the time is right for you to come together for this purpose. Now, that temperance and temperance, both times here, is telling me that you are learning patience. And for a busybody person, if that's who you are, if you can't sit down for more than 5 minutes most of the time, and your mind's always going and you're always doing something, patience might be one of the hardest things for you to learn. I reference it to being somebody that has to stand at the door at a Walmart, the greeter. Okay. You can't move anywhere. You can't go and do anything. You have to just stand there and say hi to people as they come in. Now, people figure, oh, that's a great job. I don't have to do anything. Yeah, well, the doing nothing is the hardest part. So, especially for somebody that's a get up and go type of person and wants to be moving all the time. And that can be very, very hard to do when it's a hurry up and wait. So, let's see about the workplace romance and see what's showing up for that. For Johnny, please. Okay, working on the pentacles. That's when this win will come in. And look at that, the Page of Wands, that adrenaline rush, wanting to explore this, wanting to win this as a suitor, as the Page of Wands. And of course, the Six of Wands as well, with that good news and victory, or that honest discussion that showed up here in this part. I mean, come on, this is just all just falling into place by the looks of it. So let's see about the settling, the lessons that need to be learned. So definitely isn't somebody that likes a lot of tension, and if he wants to walk away, let him walk away. Don't be chasing him down, and he's not going to want that. I mean, well, we already know what he's been through, so in his last marriage. So with this, I feel like if he's feeling like he's chosen wrong, it's going to be a lot of resentment. And this is not something he's willing to do any more than you are. And it looks like that this has got to be all aligned in this, and frequency especially. He's definitely manifesting because of the dissatisfying things that he's encountered so far when it's come to somebody he's meant to be with. Would you look at that? I love this. So he's definitely fighting for getting through this, getting over these lessons he's learned. And it looks like he's fought the fight, fought the good fight. It's dead and buried for him now. And he's only carrying his one wand, which tells me he's done a lot of work on self. And he's kind of looking at any resentment she may have. He knows it has to go, and he can't be projecting that onto the new person any more than you, Empress, can projected onto him from your past. Those things that you've been carrying around emotionally, that baggage, disappointments, that sadness, loss, grief, any of that has to go. So, as much as you've been yanking it behind you for years and years, you have to find a way of letting that all go. And being able to manifest, that is one of the things that you are going to encounter as you're manifesting if you're doing it correctly. And that emotional baggage has to be released. So I have a way of doing that. I'm working on something right now. I know. I'm so slow when it comes to things, but I am a pentacle. And it takes a while for me to get there. It's a slow and steady wins the race, and that's how I look at things. I want to have all my ducks in a row before I launch anything. And as I learned through some of the things, I've missed windows before because I've taken too long to do them. But anyways, the manifesting that's coming through on this, there's been some dissatisfaction, but he's willing to get back in the game. So he's been single for a little bit now, and I don't know, maybe he isn't. But you're single. You've been doing your own things here, but you still have this moon behind you here. Whatever needs to be uncovered for you to be able to do this, and it's almost like this purpose you're meant to be doing. You might be already starting the purpose when he comes in for this. It might be something he knows how to do. It might be artwork that you both do. It might be something really cool. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really show me what it is. What's on the bottom of the deck? Okay, Knight of Wands. Okay, there's going to be some bold moves that you make. There's going to be some courage that's been needed. It's going to have to be looked at as an adventure. You know, that passion that you feel in your heart that you want to have in your life, that best life experience of the best job or the best career or something you've always wanted to do and never done. So whatever it is, he is manifesting you. You already know this. You already know there's a purpose you're meant to be doing. And these bold moves, when they come, they'll happen. And you'll know because you've already foreseen it or you're seeing it now. But this moon card, it's almost like, are you unsure about your, maybe this is the reading you need to hear about Johnny and your intuition that it is on point. You are already foreseeing a lot of this already. Okay, so let's look at the courage and then I'll come back to that. Okay, wow. The courage is showing up. It's going to feel like it's turning in your favor or his favor. Wow, he is showing up as the emperor. He's doing his transformation. Where are you? Okay, Knight of Swords, he's looking at the truth. He's looking at discipline. He's looking at the seriousness. He's looking for that intellect. So let's find out, why is the moon there for you? Because usually the moon is an illusion or uncovering some type of truth or surface issues are surfacing again and things like that. So, ooh, okay. You want there to be love. The Ace of Cups is there, but you're feeling unloved right now. And that could be because he hasn't shown up yet. You haven't met him yet. It's in reverse. So let's just see. Yeah. He has to transform into this first. The King of Cups, which we already saw here, he has to show up as the King of Cups, and he might not be there yet. As things go through your relationship and he lets go of things, you do too. You both let go of things and they're all dead and buried, and you're only carrying your own wand. You're not carrying everybody else that is going to drain you or isn't good for you. You're letting those go, and so is he. Now, he has to show up as this King of Cups for this to work out and transform all of this. And he may manifest you in, you're going to show up at the right time, at the right place. right now, you may not be feeling the love at this point because you haven't met him yet. So with that moon, it's showing me that this is what's uncovered. What we needed to uncover was the love between the two of you that you're both going to feel. And with the Lover's card here, this is a divine love. With the Lover's card, that is divine timing. This is a higher leveled spiritual type of relationship that has great communication. So when it comes to what you want from one another, you're going to be on point. You're going to really have the words that you need to say and be effective for one another to understand, and you're just going to get each other. I mean, it's going to be just wow. It's just, I love this reading. Whoever you are, I love this reading. Let's see what his intuition is saying at this point. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. He knows the lay of the land, and he's fighting off any anxiety here. He's got that under control, which I felt like he was. Like, it may be once in a while, but it's not often. And it may have been before, or maybe that's you. I don't know, but definitely learning how to deal with it on his side. So let's see about you. What's your intuition saying? Okay, you've been wounded before, and he may be the one to help heal this and cut you out of these self-sabotaging ways, because looking here, I mean, definitely with that being like, so maybe you've never really been in love, or what you thought was love just was not love. Okay, so this will turn around when you do meet. I feel like there'll be a lot of love here, that this is going to be a healing connection. He's got a lot of wisdom too. He's been through a lot. You've been through a lot, clearly. You're still, you may have that wall up still, but he may help bring that down for you. Okay. So what else do we have? Hmm. Okay, let's look at Knight of Wands, those bold moves. He'll be making those eventually. Now, let's put your crystal up here. I don't know, right here. Now, let's have a look and find out what your initials might be for Johnny's Empress. What your initials, first, middle, or last. Take what is relevant to you. We have A for abundance, more than enough, comfortable, financial gains. So you'll both be in the green when it comes to money. All right, enlightened, share insights, show the way, reach the pinnacle. This is where this helping each other is really going to come in, and sharing how you feel. This communication, okay, is huge. So you both have a way with words that are going to be oh, it's like we have a comedian in the family or something like that. I don't know if that's him. It could be more him, and you're just laughing. I don't know. It's so funny. It's like I'm almost getting an applause. I don't know. What is that? I don't know. Okay, you might know what that means. I have no idea. Highly guided. Okay, higher power, help from above, guided in divinely, spirit, S, A, E. What's on the bottom of the deck? And nurture, develop your skills, grow and expand, take special care. And I'd want to do one more. Ascending. I knew it. I love it. Oh, transforming, channeling. I knew, oh, that's so awesome. Channeling is for you, and nurturing, developing your skills, the special care. I love this because I feel like you're both developing things. You're channeling. He may be learning how to manifest, or always known how he trusts himself to do so. Whereas you're needing to have a healing or give a healing, there's some healing here and pulling down your walls. He may be the one to be able to get you to be more comfortable. He may have a way of doing so. So Taseanc, maybe in your first, middle, or last, or all of the above. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Of course, this is a general reading for Johnny and the Empress. And Pisces season of next year, the third month of February, March, um, that window will open for this to come through, providing nothing changes in the meantime. You are definitely learning patience. So, anyways, we're going to go on to card two. And if this is where I say goodbye, then have a good one, and we will see you next time. And if you are staying on for the next reading for Blackpink Ji-soo, I will see you there. All right, this is card two. This is Blackpink Jisoo and her future spouse. We will do her here and her spouse here. And I'll put that, I guess, right there for now, because we will be using these cards first. So let's start off with her and see what her current circumstances are at this time for Blackpink Jisoo, please. Oh, now that is supposed to be over there, and it is the Queen of Wands on the fence. So let's put that there since it's showing up. Let's see what else shows up. We have the Moon. We have Justice. And the Queen of Cups. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of getting with this. Is this There's something going on when it comes to this. I feel like with the moon here, it's really unsettling some balance for her. Um, it's almost like I feel like she's on the right path, though, when it comes to this, doing what's right, looking at something honestly as that justice and that balance in her life. And it's almost like with the moon and the uncertainty of things, it's something that she wants. Why is it coming up like that? Okay. This is almost like some emotional connection to all of this. Let's see what else is showing up for the next one here, because I feel like whatever, it's almost like not sure what. Oh, see, there's another one here. The World card, getting on the right path. Now, I thought I looked at these cards already and went through them. I didn't see anything. Oh, Five of Swords. Okay, so there's the unbalanced part here. Some hostility or some type of, I don't know, some type of Whoops, where did that go? Disruption. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Knight of Swords. So this is a lot of assertive, if you will, type of truth that's being spoken here. And it looks like with the arguments and whatever this is, it's like a tidal wave over her scales. It's like really disrupting with the wave action here, really wanting to get to the truth. Now, she may be showing up in different sides of herself here. Two of Swords. Okay, so there is some form of decision that needs to be made for Blackpink Jisoo at this point. Is there more than one person here? One is unknown. Is this a conflict between two women because they're showing up as queens? They're on that queen side of themselves. Is this a masculine showing up in their feminine side with arguments? Oh, the Lovers is here. So there is, this might be a fight over somebody, a man or a suitor. Let's put it that way. Is this same-sex situation here? Is this two women fighting over another individual that they're both in love with? This is a high level with the Lovers. There's good communication here and a very painful crossroads to having to make a choice. Either can't see the truth or Five of Wands. Competition absolutely is a competition. So it's not about same sex. It looks, well, it could be, I guess, but it's coming up as a competition between two women over someone else that they're both in love with. Somebody has to make a painful choice. And with the Five of Wands there, this competition is fighting for this. So whatever is unknown is going to be known. It's going to be a pay it forward. It's going to be paying for that karma. There's going to be some type of karma coming through this on the Justice card. Uh, that disruption, paying those karmic debts. Somebody here is a sweetheart and somebody else is wanting a truth. Somebody knows of the other person. The other one may not know anything about the other person, or if they do, they're going to find out about it in any case. There's going to be a choice that has to be made. What is this? Temperance. There's something that's meant to do for a purpose here together with her suitor. So now we had other cards come out that were for the suitor. The Queen of Wands is on the fence. This is attraction. This is somebody that's confident and aware and bold. And it's about getting on the right path or closing out a cycle here. And with competition, I feel like there's some things going down here. So let's just have a look at the future spouse. See what's going on. There's some fight over this person. Let's see what's showing up with the competition. Seven of Cups. There are options here that he's looking at other than Jisoo. Oh, wow. Okay, we have a Queen of Swords here, which is also a Queen of Swords over here. Is she an air sign or is she a water sign? I'm not even sure. King of Cups. This is emotionally available, wanting a truth here about whether he is emotionally available. He is wanting to build with him. So is that Jitsu? Let's see what's going on. This is a competition, so there's two different people here, and he's looking at the Queen of Swords as the one he's emotionally available with, but the Queen of Cups is the counterpart. So why is he building with the Queen of Swords? Two of Cups. This is about love. And the Eight of Wands, a breakthrough of some sort or moving quickly on this, making a quick decision. This is communication, talking to her. King of Wands. Now, we did see the Queen of Wands here, showing up as the counterpart for that. King of Cups, showing up the counterpart for that person. And then we have the Queen of Swords. And it looks like Knight of Swords here is communicating about a choice being made about who he loves in a competition. So, what's going to happen? Give me that last card to fill this out. Ace of Wands. This is a breakthrough. This is clarity of some sort. This is progress, initiating something here. Looks like he's initiating this with the Queen of Swords. Is there a King of Wands here, though? Might be talking to a King of Wands about the Queen of Swords and wanting to build with her. We have the Queen of Wands. He's also showed up as the King of Wands, unless this is someone else. Counterpart too. And the World card, getting on the right path. Now, what one is the right path? Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Knight of Cups. There's that romance showing up. Now, is this her? It's showing her journey through this disruption of uncovering some type of truth, knowing there's something hidden, wanting justice for this. Is this somebody playing sweet up on her future spouse? There's arguments with the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords looks like is the choice here. Knight of Swords is that communication, taking that assertive action, excuse me, unstoppable, and to force almost to force or make that choice. This is almost like, are you avoiding what you're seeing, or you can't see the truth? It's a painful choice being made. There's two roads. Which road are you going to go down? And it's not even her choice. It's this person's choice. And it looks like he chooses the Queen of Swords. So who also there's also a Queen of Wands he may have ended something with a Queen of Wands here. It may have been this person's counterpart who ends up with this person after this ending, but he's showing up as the King of Cups here. Yet, is she the Queen of Cups? He chooses the Queen of Swords. Where's the Queen of Swords? It's there, the truth. Seeing the truth, who he is choosing. But it doesn't really show us unless we look at her as her. We also have the Queen of Wands. So, what's on the bottom of the deck again? Oh, the Temperance, right. There is something important to do. Excuse me. We'll clarify this and find out who's who in this. Let's see here. How this person. Well, let's do Jisoo first. Let's see how she feels about this person. All right, she has responsibilities because she goes on tour or does whatever she's doing now. I don't know if Blackpink is coming back together or not. I felt like they might, but I don't know if they're back together for good. They're just gonna do one more song, or I don't know, something for the fans. All right, she's looking for marriage. She sees this person as marriage material, but there's some uncertainty, even though there's some fun loving and things. It's like, is there someone else here that you're not telling me about? Can this person be truthful? There's some uncertainty wrapped around this. So let's just see. There are real feelings on her part. So let's see about her person, her future spouse. Let's see how they're feeling. They may want to go on holiday, get away from this other person, likes to do things for other people with the acts of service. She may friend zone him until he makes a choice, and rightfully so. I feel like he may have wanted to take her there to see about this, but she might have said, "Look, till you make your decision, we're just friends." And he may feel this unexpected connection with her. Opposites attract. So let's just see on the bottom of the deck. Aha, private getaway for two is calling to you. So they may end up going on holiday and really connecting. And that may be why he's choosing the Queen of Swords. Is that her? Is it about seeing the truth? He's seeing a truth when it comes to the options he has. He's being emotionally available here and wanting to build with her. There's love there in the center, in the heart of the reading, which tells me it's a big love. This is somebody that can do life with, that partnership, that mutual attraction, that connection, that close bond, right? And it's something that they can really work at their communication. There's a lot of attraction. They may even have a vision. And with that Ace of Wands, they're gonna maybe birth something, maybe a child, maybe a creation or some type of purpose that they're meant to do here. So let's just see why this hasn't come together yet. Or what might be holding this up. Let's see here. On her side, staying would have cost you more than leaving ever could. So she may have stayed in something. If she stays at home, I'm getting like, if she, depending on what her choice is here about going on this holiday, it could cost her this whole spouse, where she loses out on the spouse if she doesn't go with him. So let's see what she does. You tolerate what your future self would never accept. So I feel like there's boundaries being put in here when, especially friend zoning. Definitely would never accept this and is making good on it by making this a friend zone. And in order to have this connection happen, I mean, it does happen, and talks to other people about this, about wanting to build with this passionate beginning. So I feel like this is where she needs to go. Is she going to do her due diligence here and have other responsibilities that get in the way, or is she going to go with this person? It could cost her her future spouse here if she doesn't. So let's just see. Numbing faded reality steps in. So really, I feel like understanding that this is a love he could build with or be with this person and really have a go of this. Emptiness clears what fullness was hiding. So whatever he felt with her, I feel like feeling filled up by being with these two women, or I feel like he may have needed to get away from this person to be with her because of this purpose, first off. But I feel like she was standing up for him and wanting and feeling this love. I mean, it's not just lovers on her side. She feels this is quite the love, and he's feeling this partnership with her already. Rejection saved you from a small life. So I feel like, does she take the responsibilities, or does she do what she's meant to do here and friend zone him until maybe she doesn't? Maybe she's not supposed to go with him. And that may be what changes everything, saying no to this person that has all these options. She is the challenge he didn't know he needed. So, something to fight for or go after and feel like he's alive doing it. Do you know what I mean? What, you don't want to go with me? What do you mean? She may tell him she has, that she could see herself marrying him even, but there's too much uncertainty, especially with someone else in the way. Figure out what you want. For now, we're just friends. And it may be that this person's only a friend, but causing some problems by trying to come between the two and this purpose they're meant to have. So let's just see what doors are going to show up here with her future spouse. So there's something this future spouse needs to discover. There's exploring, uncovering, learning about. And if she said no and put something else ahead of this person, he's realizing she has her own life. Is not just going to cater to his. Door to prosperity. Now, he may find this very prosperous in his own right based on who she is. However, I feel like there is some passion here, knowing the truth, being truthful about the situation, and maybe even seeing her vision eventually. Let's see. What else? And sovereignty, self determination, liberty, freedom, free will, and release. So, releasing what is going on here, I feel like this is kind of uncovering that this person was doing something in the first place. Now, maybe this is a sibling or somebody in his family or her family, whatever. Sexual preference doesn't matter to me. It is what it is, and your heart wants what your heart wants. And in a lot of ways, I feel like when you do your lifetime, you are attracted to whoever you're attracted to. And to deny yourself that seems like you're lying to yourself and others about what you truly are or who you truly are. Now, that authenticity. So, in your next life, you might come back as the opposite sex than what you were in your first life. So now you might be attracted to the same sex because you are the opposite sex now, and maybe you're attracted to women and maybe you are one. Do you know what I mean? So you see how that goes? And so when you come back and you're in the wrong body, but you still have the same preference of who you're attracted to, then you may fall in a category of the same sex. And I mean, it may be something you've signed up for before you were even born. So, interesting enough, I feel like there's something here when it comes to that. It doesn't mean that she's lesbian or anything like that or whatever. I'm just saying that I don't like to put uh, gender on it because you never know, right? I mean, they're attracted to who they are attracted to. So the fact that there's a conflict here suggests that whoever this is may be a masculine showing up on this side, and that she is the Queen of Swords over here. So it may be a man, so but it doesn't have to be. It could be a feminine stepping into her masculine side, right? And that's just because we all have that same sides to one another. We all have our masculine side that we step into now and then we have our feminine side that we step into now and then. So, whatever fits. Now, time is going to be of essence. There is something here for Jisoo. It's going to be all about timing and wondering. She's maybe going to have that wonder if when she comes back from her duties, if he's going to be married or if it's going to be her that's going to be asked to be married. And it looks like whoever the Queen of Swords is, this is protected. So I have a feeling she may be showing up as the honest choice if he was being honest with himself, and I'm saying him now because I'm looking at the King of Cups. So when I do that, it's just because of the card that's showing up, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's who it is or the gender that it is. Okay. So, doors of mystery. So, right now, everything seems to be a mystery. It's still a secret. It hasn't been shown up. It's unknown. Okay, so let's try to clarify and get to the bottom of some of this. So tell me about the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands crossing. Show me what I need to see here. I feel like he may have a vision of what he's looking for or who he's looking for or this spouse is looking for. Let's just go with spouse. There is third party here. He is showing up as that King of Cups there and working on his money. So definitely two people involved competing. So I feel like this may not be a sibling trying to get in the way. It might be another woman trying to take what's yours. Let's see about the temperance. Let's get rid of the mystery for now. Oops, there we go. See about the temperance. Okay, there's that love partnership, making that decision. I can't make it up. And she's showing up as the Empress. So she could be either one of those people. Whoever the spouse is, they're taking the Queen of Swords. So let's look at the rendezvous. Queen of Pentacles, lucky. Wow, everything may be breaking down. Now, I feel like this may be the case because somebody's going to be chosen here. And one is friend zoned until she comes back or they come back, or if he goes on holiday when he comes back, he may have a choice and it may rock everything to the ground and change everything. But she's feeling pretty lucky here. She's making her money or has her money. So here's the win. So definitely overcoming some of these things. There's the sweet words showing up and helping with some self-sabotaging behavior changing. With both of you coming together, you're going to be able to um, come out of anything that you may be kind of self-imposed within yourself in that imprisonment, right? That self-imposed imprisonment where or negative thoughts or even feeling trapped or helpless or victimized, paralyzed, fear, there's a way out. And even though you're blindfolded, this person's going to help. You're going to help one another here. You're both going to have a win with this when it comes to love. I feel like with that page of cups, this is good news. This is happy news. This is an opportunity. This is intuitive messages coming through, maybe even telepathic. What's the mystery? Oh, okay. Mystery is who's he going to choose? He is going to give that offer to someone and it will be for marriage. And she's got the marriage card there. So, and the courage. So, excuse me. Let's see about what her intuition is saying. She may take some time to think on this. And justice. All right. He's going to do the right thing, or her spouse will do the right thing. There is somebody in the way, though. There is a third party here. It's going to need that courage to get through this. So let's see if we can find out who this might be for her. Let's see about the spouse. The initials for the spouse may have an E, heart, soul, core values, belief, accepting what is, trusting your gut, changing your mind if you need to, opportunity, taking a chance, lucky break, which we do have there. Excuse me, jeez, having to clear my throat. Kindness, having compassion, doing the right thing, doing a good deed. And this is going to be fresh ideas, young person, or needs practice. And this may be about some learning curve here. Just that youthful fun is what I'm getting. And channeling, message from spirit, focus your energy, give a healing. So, wow. KCYOE and B is in the name. Maybe you guys know who this might be for her. Maybe it's somebody random. But this is Blackpink Ji-soo's reading, and we're going to move on to the next card, which is Keanu Reeves and the Empress. And if it stops here and you're not going on to the next reading, you have a good one. And for all those that are going on to the next reading, I'll see you there. Hi guys, it is time for card 3, the Jade, and it is for Keanu Reeves and his Empress. Excuse me. Jade, harmony, luck, steady growth, long-term money habits. So you may be somebody that may be good with money, and because this is for him and his spouse, we have. Let's do him first. We'll put him here and her here. So let's get into what is going on for Keanu at this time. Right now, right here, right now, at this time for Keanu. What's going on? Oh, crap. Let's just see what this is. All right, 5 of Cups in reverse. 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay. It looks like there's some remorse or regret here. Maybe even looking for a solution. With the 4 of Swords in reverse, and then with the 5 of Cups in reverse, there's finding peace here. This is like moving forward, accepting something here. And with the 4 of Swords, the combined, it's almost like I almost feel like there's kind of recovering from some burnout here or exhaustion. He might be doing a lot of things at this time, which may be why that's happening right now. But he is moving forward. He's still moving forward, finding peace, having some type of acceptance, releasing baggage. So He's still doing some work on himself at this point. He is tired, though. Let's see what else we have. Okay. We have the King of Wands. So there is a vision he has at this point for himself. Let's just see. Ooh, the tower is coming down. It is leveling the playing field here when it comes to things in his life. So he may be voicing these issues to somebody here. What is this? Maybe about the vision, and that vision of things might be crumbling down. Two of Wands. Now, this is individual success. This is, do I stay? I'm bored. I'm dissatisfied. Is there greener pastures? Making plans. What are you making plans? Following his intuition on something here. What is this? Show me what I need to see. Hermit. Definitely isolating himself and getting maybe the rest he needs at this point. Seven of Cups. There's a lot of options here to choose from. Now, is it an illusion, wishful thinking? Is it just a choice that he needs to make? Is it that he hasn't decided on which choice? There's so many options. Something that needs to be chosen wisely, though. What is this? The Lovers. Oh, wow. He wants to follow his intuition here. He is making plans about other options when it comes to love. So let's see what's on the bottom of the deck for him. Seven of Wands. Okay. So there's overcoming some challenges against all odds. This is like having a personal win. This is being in that position, kind of in a really good position at this point to see everything beneath him. So let's just see what he's seeing here. Maybe it'll show on the Empress's side. I'm just going to move that over a little. There we go. Try not to mess it up too bad. All right. Let's see. For the Empress, show me what I need to see. What's going on right here or right now, right here. For the Empress for Keanu Reeves. Knight of Swords. Okay. Well, it looks like there might be some fast action. Five of Swords. Ooh, okay. There might be okay. There might be an ending going on here, or talking about an ending. There looks like he's talking to somebody here. And it might be about an ending talking to the Empress. Has he met his Empress? Knight of Swords. This is an intense sort of fast action ending. Like what is this? Might be talking about ending something out with somebody here. Page of Coins. So this is having some goals that he's wanting to do, or there's being diligent. There's financial curiosity here, ambition. What is this about? Eight of Swords. Okay. There's some negative thoughts, fear here, or feeling helpless or victimized. The Fool, wanting to break free of this. This is like taking a leap of faith. And it's almost like with the Eight of Swords, feeling paralyzed or stuck in something here. You might be talking to the Empress. Who is he talking to? It's almost like with the High Priestess, it's almost like maybe you're hearing what he's saying. Is this a telepathic thing? King of Coins. You might be talking to a friend, or this might be, oh, okay. The Empress might be ending something out with somebody to get on this path, to take a leap of faith. King of Coins, Temperance, taking that leap of faith. Seven of Coins. Now, this is long-term outlook here. It's almost like almost hearing the conversation. He's looking at his options. He's working on himself when it comes to love. It's almost like he knows he's settled. And it's almost like he's talking to somebody, and it's almost like this Empress hearing what he's saying or feels what he feels. Something's going on here when it comes to this. What's on the bottom of the deck? The High Priestess. I can't make it up. I was just looking at the High Priestess, and that's what shows up. So, is there a connection here through your intuition or telepathic connection? I'm kind of feeling that. What what is going on for love? We'll clarify in a minute here. Healing connections. So there's definitely some healing going on here because I feel like, especially if there are harsh words being said or an ending being said in some type of conversation. There is a perfect match, though. Feeling of perfect match and useful playfulness. There's a lot of fun being had here and a lasting love. So let's just see. This is, I was feeling, this is natural evolution. So this is unfolding naturally. It's not something that's being pushed. I feel like with this, there's almost like feeling what the other one is feeling. Yeah, twin flame union. I can't make it up. It's just unbelievable. And gift giving. This person likes to give, and so does Keanu, which kind of makes me feel like this is a good match. Ah, time apart. So there may be time apart due to a breakup that needs to happen first. So it's almost feeling those feelings with the high priestess. She's picking up on that and might even be saying something, maybe even to himself. And it's almost like she's hearing what he's saying. What's on the bottom of the deck? Rekindled. So the time apart, is this AG or is this after they break up and then come back together and they rekindle us? So we'll clarify that in a minute as well. Oh, let's see what some of the lessons are for Keanu. Uncertainty shattered the identity you clung to. So I feel like he might be seeing somebody for who they really are. It didn't end suddenly. You had been shrinking for a while, so I feel like this is like taking away from him, like he's not being seen by her in what the relationship he's in right now. Exposed, stripped, an illusion is bare. So whatever illusion he's having, he's seeing through that. And the lesson repeats until you claim it. So it just keeps going over and over and over again for him. And in order for this to come together, he has to learn these lessons. And it may be that he's realizing he has settled. So I don't know why I feel like that, but that's kind of what I'm getting with this. So let's just see here. All right. That collapses fear. What was holding that collapse? Fear was holding it together. So definitely some type of fear wrapped around this connection when it comes to AG. What stalled wasn't bad luck, it was your hesitation. So maybe maybe seeing this collapsing right before her eyes. An identity dissolves before rebirth begins. So I feel like she may be feeling what he's kind of showing her as he's learning these lessons. She might be picking up on that. Give me one prominent one, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm supposed to take two. Fragility marks where truth is tender. So I feel like there's something here. She's already feeling this, I feel. And clarity doesn't comfort you, it confronts you. So there might be a confrontation here for an ending between the two before this can come. Yeah, resistance always has consequences. And when he resists the change to come together with his Empress, things just go really bad for him at this point. So let's see what doors open when he does learn these lessons, and maybe it's the Empress that needs to learn this as well, or it might be AG that needs to learn those lessons for this to come together. I feel like it might be the Empress needs to learn this. So she may be feeling and hearing and seeing what is going on with him and AG, especially with the twin flame connection here. Might be telepathic connection. All right, look at that. Door to ancestors. Keanu is tapped in. Miracles are afoot when it comes to this Empress. I feel like that real love is going to come through on this, that the heart wants what the heart wants. And the door of hope. Wow, look at that. Belief. So I do like this. I feel like there's some wisdom going to be gained here when it comes to these lessons, because he just keeps going over and over and over, and both may be resisting change here, or maybe ending something out. She's learning patience now. That's usually the hardest part of this. Then there will be some joy that she walks through as well once this patience ends, and prosperity. So definitely a lot of good things coming up. But I feel like with this, there's boundaries that he has, and she's definitely has the channeling. So that might be something they have in common here. And the protection. So this is a protected union, and that could be why the tower's showing up and why resistance to not leaving AG is going to catch up to him. But the Empress also has things going on as well. And this may be about doing that dark night of the soul as well, or needing to end something out, or she's picking up on what's going on with him and AG. So let's just clarify a few things. Let's see about the Seven of Wands, the boundaries. All right, he's definitely emotionally available. There is maybe a purpose that he's meant to do with this Empress here. So let's just see. Oh, yeah, look at that. A purpose of coming together, taking that leap of faith. So it looks like things will eventually change. Oh, sorry, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. I just had a phone call I had to take. All right, let's have a look at the High Priestess now. Oh, hell no. What the heck? Okay. Looks like maybe doing some shadow work, looking at what maybe her heart desires here. Okay. Maybe it's been juggled in the past, or is trying to make time for other people in her life, or a journey. Uh-huh. Got caught. Somebody got caught in a marriage. So this may be to do with this death here. There might be an ending here, a lot of arguing on her side. So is this something she's seeing about him, or is this about her? And I kept feeling a pull over here with the High Priestess as well. This is about finding something going on here, catching somebody red-handed, and then looking at marriage. So is it following his heart desire? She is. Is she picking this up on him? Like, are they getting back together? Let's just see what's going on for the rekindle here. Oh, looks like there might be an ending. It's over now. Seeing a truth here and manifesting who he truly does want to have come in. Resistance always has consequences. You're seeing a truth. You're showing up as a counterpart here. Passionate new beginning. And you might be showing up as what he is manifesting for himself. And this is a wounded warrior. You've been through some things, he's been through things, and there's that helping each other take down that wall that you've put up or that you both have. What's this? Oh, there's a lot of you both might be on the fence about how much you're feeling towards one another. That have adrenaline rush and that exploration and excitement and inspiration to follow the heart. So I do like this. Oh, I didn't quite. Oh, would you look at that? Didn't quite grab all the cards, and look what shows up. That love card. Would you look at that? Okay, well, let's have a look with the love and the protection, protecting this love. What is going on here? Happy home, happy life, having a team dynamic here. I like this. What's going on? It has taken a while for this to get here. A long time. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. King of Cups, being very open emotionally to this union. I feel like he's gotten to a point now where he's showing up as 3 out of the 4 kings so far. And I feel like for him, excuse me, to come up as the King of Pentacles, he may have showed up there in her side. But here he's showing up as all 3 of the kings and then the knight. So he's not far from being the King of Pentacles, becoming the Emperor. So interesting. Let's just see what his intuition is saying about the Empress. Okay, transformation. Something has to end first. That might be why there's time apart. Yeah, there's some anxiety that ends up being battled here and ends up fighting that anxiety off. Let's see about her intuition. Okay, there is that same card, helping one another, except for it's in swords. He may be helping her come out of some kind of feeling bound, or she's helping him and fighting for this, wanting to fight for this love. So, and it is protected. The love is protected. So I do like this for Keanu. And I mean, harmony, luck, steady growth, long term money habits. So this may be about teaching as well about how the lay of the land works and how to make money. So let's just have a look here. Is there some gambling? I don't know why I'm getting gambling here. I don't know what that's about, but hey, let's have a look and see. We have K and an E. We have kindness. We have heart and soul, core values, inner truth. Wow, expansive is on the fence. So that may be what that is on the fence here. It's gonna being social. Look at that. Being social, and I like that because it's showing him wanting to be social after learning some lessons here. Once that resistance, he gives that up, and there's an ending here. She's knowing about the ending. She's feeling the ending, what's going on here. And grateful, count your blessings, having abundance, use your gifts, and an ex, a strong relationship or strong friendship, sorry, having gas, diplomatic solution. So there might be a diplomatic solution that they come up to with AG. So I feel like AG is going to be the ex. So are they going to come back together? I don't know. They might. Before this happens, they might break up and get back together. But it may be that it's the Empress that breaks up until he ends it with there's a mix here on both sides of the same cards, which is so unbelievable because Johnny's was similar to this as well in that sense of picking up on each other's situation, or there were similar situations they were in. So I feel like time apart here is to give Keanu time apart to let her go. And it might be the Empress that he's talking to. Wow. So Geek or an X, or that could just be X, the X. So, anyways, this is what I have for Keanu Reeves and the Empress. Now, if I was to go back and have a look at what cards he has first, they are in reverse with the Five of Cups and the Four of Swords. Now, Cups, Four of Swords, that's going to be September, October, that he is going to be having this problem uh, with AG. He may be talking with you about getting back together with her. Now, you're seeing something here, though. You're seeing somebody getting caught red-handed, um, and about marriage, or about spirituality, one of the two. And it's almost like following that heart's desire, trying to make time for that, and then getting kicked in the teeth with somebody doing something they shouldn't be. And that kind of promotes this thing of, well, I'm gonna get married, but it's not gonna be to AG though. I feel like it's going to be AG that gets caught doing something. She's seeing something maybe here. The Empress is definitely picking up on a whole shitload that's going on. And it may be because it is a twin flame. That twin flame union usually comes with telepathic energy. So anyhow, I'm going to leave it there. So please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe if you haven't done so already, of course. Love to have you guys. And thanks so much for the donations, the super thanks, and just watching the videos. Don't forget to hit those likes and share this. And really does help the channel. I'm still trying to reach 10,000 subscribers. It is still going up, though. Thank you for that. And it doesn't cost anything to subscribe and like the content, especially if you like what you see. Now, I am kind of getting pulled to my dice, deck of dice, like my three dice here. Okay. 11th month, Sagittarius, and oh, geez, trying to think of which sign that is. Is that? Let me just see here before I don't want to say too much till I know for sure. Okay, it's not what I thought it was at first. I think that's Uranus. Might be Uranus. I have to look. I with that. I don't know why I can't think of what sign that is for planets. I should know that. Should know that. Pretty sure that's Neptune. Huh. Interesting. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on that. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna put the one that it was here so then I can have a look see. After I'll put it in the comment section if I'm wrong. It could be Uranus. I think it's Uranus, but I don't know. I might be wrong. So I'm drawing a blank, so that was my educated guess, if you will. All right, you guys. We'll see you next time. And we'll see. And you know what? Sagittarius here on the 11th month, that is in October. So, and then it's Sagittarius is November, December. So it could be somewhere in between October and November to December in those 3 months that this is all going to happen right before Christmas. They might get back together around Christmas, and it may be in the following year when this happens. But he is going to meet his Empress. And it was supposed to be in this timeline that there's a window opening for the Empress to meet him. He is communicating telepathically, though. So is it he talking to his person already in this time? And that could be what this is, that communication of this window of talking telepathically to one another. And it may not be until next year that they actually meet. There's something going on, though, with this for a timeline. And I almost want to, you know what? I want to know on her timeline here. Give me the card that's going to tell me when this might come together. Give me the card that's going to tell me when this might come together. I want it to flip out, please. Flip out, please. Oh, thank you very much. All right, we got two cards. We have the Four of Swords, that's Sanctuary, and Seven of Swords. So there is that getting caught. And the Four of Swords is that sanctuary from previous pain. So this may be that he starts communicating telepathically when this happens. So let's look at the Four of Swords. That was the first one that came out. It's October. And Seven of Swords, that's all the way to February. So anytime in that point from October to February of the following year, 2027, I feel like one is where things go wrong, and then do they get back together and finally split up in February? And then finding that sanctuary, this might be when you meet the Four of Swords, which would be in October of this year. So you may end up meeting, you're already going to be talking to him come June telepathically, talking to your person telepathically. You're going to be picking up on things. You're going to feel certain things. You're going to be having this twin flame energy connection that comes together, I feel like in June. Now, according to these cards, it looks like it's going to be where you actually meet is when, after this happens, they may get back together. And then the Four of Swords is finding sanctuary. But that's in October. So you may be actually physically talking with him in October, and he gets back with his ex until, what did I say? With the Seven of Swords, that might be February, until the end of February. So beginning of March is maybe when you're going to get together, because it's looking like there's communication window opening in his chart as well. So is it a telepathic connection? You're going to be talking to him, or you're going to be meeting him when things are getting ugly? But it's going to be some time he's going to need to heal as well with that Hermit card. So do you meet him now in June? They get back together for a spell after the fact, and then finds you in sanctuary for next year? I guess we'll have to take another look at another reading and see if we can't get a little further in what's going on. But definitely is picking up on what's going on here, or they're having reflecting things going on in their lives that are the same. So, especially with the twin flame there, maybe picking up on each other, or they're both going through the same things. So, anyways, I'm going to keep going into it. It keeps drawing me back in. So it's almost like you need an answer, you need an answer, you need an answer. And I can't put any more time into this. So we'll have to do another reading. Sorry if there's anybody out there that is kind of upset about this. Sorry. I'm trying to get answers, but it's just not showing up. Let's see, what is this? Eight of Cups. So that's kind of telling me that's when this is going to walk away. Is it in June? They'll get back together at some point? Like, are you going to meet here soon? Like, there's some work that still needs to be done here. So, hmm. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it there and we will get back into this in the next reading. Definitely some foul things going on here. So, anyhow, see you guys next time. All right. Later.